Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here, and welcome back to another gaming news video. Today we have some news coming out of Sony, and the other day they announced Project Leonardo for PlayStation 5, a highly customizable accessibility controller kit. So on January 4th, PlayStation revealed that they are working on a brand new controller, and this is what the controller looks like. This project is called Project Leonardo, and this entire project focuses on accessibility in gaming. I think it's a very interesting design. We have this circular design right here. We have this joystick that is on the outside of the circle, and the more we read this article and the more we get into it, you guys will understand why it is designed like this. So jumping right into it, it says right here, today, which was January 4th, at CES, we announced the next step in our journey to make gaming more accessible, Project Leonardo for PlayStation 5. Developed with key contributions from accessibility experts, community members, and game developers, Project Leonardo is our codename for a new, highly customizable controller kit that works outside of the box to help many players with disabilities play games more easily, more comfortably, and for longer periods. Through conversations with accessibility experts and incredible organizations like Able Gamers, Special Effect, and StackUp, we've designed a highly configurable controller that works in tandem with many third-party accessibility accessories and integrates with the PS5 console to open up new ways of gaming. It is built to address common challenges faced by many players with limited motor control, including difficulty holding a controller for long periods, accurately pressing small clusters of buttons or triggers, or positioning thumbs and fingers optimally on a standard controller. Here they also share a video about Project Leonardo if you guys want to go ahead and learn more, and I will leave the link to this article down below in the description so you guys can watch this video. So now that we have the general overview of Project Leonardo and what it aims to do for gamers and having more accessibility to gamers that have disabilities, what is this controller layout all about? So it says right here, highly customizable play experience. Hardware customizations. Project Leonardo for PS5 is a canvas for players to craft their own play experience. It includes a robust kit of swappable components, including a variety of analog stick caps and buttons in different shapes and sizes. Players can use these components to craft a wide array of controller layouts, and the distance of the analog stick from the gamepad can be adjusted to suit the player's preference. These components allow players to find a configuration that works for their strength, range of motion, and particular physical needs. Software customizations. On the PS5 console, players have an array of options to tailor their Project Leonardo play experience. Button mapping. The controller's buttons can be programmed to any supported function, and multiple buttons can be mapped to the same function. Conversely, players can map two functions like R2 and L2 onto the same button. Control profiles. Players can store their programmed button settings as control profiles and easily switch between them by pressing the profile button. Up to 3 control profiles can be stored and accessed by the player from their PS5 console at any time. And so we have an image here showing us the overview on how you can customize this particular controller. Here we see the joystick and the different joystick caps. We see this platform, this sort of ramp here that you can use to adjust the distance of the joystick between the overall controller. Here we see that there are also different paddles that you can attach to the outside of the controller. This one looks more rectangular. This one's a little longer, a little more triangular. This one is wider so that it covers more of a wider area on the circle. And here we can see that there are these tabs that you can put on these paddles to label which button is which. And here in the middle, this circle I would assume is the profile button. So continuing on, it says right here, works collaboratively with other devices and accessibility accessories. Project Leonardo can be used as a standalone controller or paired with additional Project Leonardo or DualSense wireless controllers. Up to 2 Project Leonardo controllers and 1 DualSense wireless controller can be used together as a single virtual controller, allowing players to mix and match devices to fit their particular gameplay needs or to play collaboratively with others. For example, players can augment their DualSense controller with a Project Leonardo controller or use 2 Project Leonardo controllers on their own. A friend or family member can also assist by helping to control the player's game character with a DualSense controller or a second Project Leonardo controller. The controllers can be dynamically turned on or off and used in any combination. Project Leonardo is expandable through 4 3.5mm aux ports to support a variety of external switches and third-party accessibility accessories. This enables users to integrate specialty switches, buttons, or analog sticks with the Project Leonardo controller. The external accessories can be dynamically connected or disconnected, and each can be configured to act like any other button. Then continuing on, it says, flexible, adaptable design. Project Leonardo's split symmetric design allows players to reposition the analog sticks as close together or as far apart as they like. The controller lies flat and does not need to be held, handheld so players can lay it on a tabletop or a wheelchair tray. It can easily be secured to amps, mounts, or tripods and can be oriented 360 degrees for the most comfortable use. Players can also program the north orientation on the analog sticks to match their preferred controller orientation. Looking ahead, Project Leonardo is currently in development and we continue to gather valuable feedback from the community. We'd like to thank all the wonderful organizations and accessibility experts who are supporting us in this effort. Well, there you have it, everybody, a new accessibility project from Sony called Project Leonardo to expand accessibility in gaming with an all-new controller. I think this is pretty neat, and I think this controller is going to help a lot of people who like to play video games who have disabilities. It's definitely a unique design as well, and of course, it's designed for accessibility, and it's designed to make it easier for people with disabilities, and I think it's really cool that you can remap buttons to wherever you want, you can adjust the joystick to wherever you want on the circle, and you can adjust the distance, you can adjust the north pointing direction for the joystick as well. There's just so many options for this controller, and like I said, I think it's pretty neat. And of course, like the article said, you can also pair this with another Project Leonardo controller, so you can have two controllers, and in addition, you can also pair a DualSense controller to that. So then people with disabilities can really optimize their gameplay for however they want. And it's definitely worth mentioning the organizations that have had conversations with Sony and have helped them in this collaborative sort of process for Project Leonardo, such as Able Gamers, Special Effect, and Stack Up. And I think it's pretty cool because for some of you who may or may not know, I have done charity events with Stack Up before in the past, so seeing them in this collaborative process with Sony to help design this controller and to give feedback about this controller, I think that's really cool. So overall, I think this is great news, and I'm looking forward to seeing how Project Leonardo evolves as the controller continues to be developed. But what do you guys think about Project Leonardo for PlayStation 5? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Anyways guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night, depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.